The Bitcoin price is breaking out, now smashing through all three levels of key critical resistance. Are the bulls potentially back in full control of this trend? And if so, how long will it take before we possibly break to a new all-time high? Let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. So let's not waste any time and get right down to it. Now, if you are subscribed to this channel, then you would know that we have been looking at this from a very cautionary perspective, meaning that, hey, it's still very possible that this could wind up being one gigantic macro bull trap. Right, that the market cycle did reach its peak all the way back up here, especially in the altcoins market, and that we could have now potentially been in this complacency range after a quote-unquote blow off top, and that we could just be setting up for yet another heinous descent deep down into the crypto abyss. You would also know that on my last stream, I showed you guys this potentially bearish rising wedge pattern. It was a little bit hidden here. The trend line wasn't so easy to find, but it was possible that this could have been an upward sloping line of resistance, only preparing to knock us all the way back down here, which then could have led us down possibly towards a measured move target deep down towards the 30K range. But it does appear right now, as of Monday, October 11th, 2021, that the bulls right now are attempting to break through this resistance right here, right now. Let's get this crypto. Now, we're going to cover some micro here. We're going to take a look at this break of resistance and what it could potentially mean. Then we're also going to recap some of my favorite indicators, which you guys know. Again, if you are subscribed to this channel, if you're not, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all right now so you do not miss any more of these important Bitcoin updates. But if you are subscribed here, you would know that many of the indicators that I look at for serious momentum in the trend, they were all bearish. I mean, in fact, nearly every single one of them was bearish. But right now, we are seeing some very interesting bullish developments here in conjunction with this break of resistance. So we're going to look at all of the indicators that I've featured on this stream here over the past month or so after we look at the micro. But let's start with the micro first. So obviously, this is really nice. We have three trend lines here, right? These downward sloping yellow lines, which are just connecting our prior swing high tops to this top here. And then we also have this horizontal box of red possible resistance, which is where we saw multiple months of support and resistance flipping back up there towards 65,000. That is where we saw our first heinous rejection. I mean, it was textbook picture perfect. And from a bearish perspective, after seeing rejection at that point, all eyes were truly set here on a double top retest. Were we going to see the bulls fail again at that region? And if so, this is really where we could have seen some solid bearish confirmation come in that, hey, this is now possibly going to become the ceiling here that the bulls just cannot break through. But in fact, folks, we got the opposite. And boom, we saw the bulls rip right through there upon the second test. And then yesterday, there appeared to be some whale shenanigans. I mean, I'm going to say it again. If you're not subscribed here already, then you need to subscribe right now, because on yesterday's stream, I pointed out, and if it wasn't yesterday, whatever, my last stream, I pointed out that this up here, once we broke through this key critical range, was possibly going to be a whale liquidity zone, because many moon boys, many small little players are going to look to try and play this breakout bullishly to the upside, meaning that they're going to start placing long orders and buy orders up above this range, which does what? It gives the whales looking to sell liquidity to dump into so that they don't push the price down too far when they sell. And what happened, folks, right here, you just can't make this stuff up. Ding, 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 chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're vegan. We saw the whale liquidity dump come in, and the Don warned you of this days in advance. And if we zoom in here on the 1 minute time frame, folks, literally the 1 minute time frame, I just want to show you how pinpoint accurate the analysis was of that this was going to be a whale liquidity zone. Here we have a 1 minute candle and the Bitcoin price dropped roughly 8.5% to the downside in 1 minute. Savage, heinous, borderline ludicrous, if you do in fact ask me, but it is what it is. So now let's analyze the response after that whale liquidity dump. Notice where the wick comes in, folks. Right at this key critical area of cross confluence, these two downward sloping resistance trend lines and the bottom of this horizontal resistance trend line. So right here, all of this old resistance turned now into new support. Let's get this crypto. This is very interesting market activity here. I mean, we could possibly be seeing right now a bullish cup and handle play out, right? You guys see this, the cup here, the handle down that then found support at this old area of old resistance to then form new support and rip higher, right? It's very possible now that just like this down here became support, that this up here is now becoming support because of this whale dump and the buying pressure that came back in at the old level of resistance. I hope that that makes sense, and if it does, leave me a comment. Say, Kirby, I understand, I get it, let's get this crypto. I appreciate your comment. Let me know down below if you understand. And let's not leave any stone unturned. If we do say that this is a bullish cup and handle pattern, potentially, basically the measured move of the pattern could look something just like this, where we take the size up to the top of the cup, place it at the bottom of the handle, and folks, this does give us a target up roughly near our old all-time high in the mid $60,000 range. Let's get this crypto. Because as you guys know, I don't like to look at this market from an unrealistic perspective. Now, lately, we've been in a bearish downtrend, lower high after lower high, a multi-month correction, all while trading underneath these key critical trend lines, right? The downward sloping ones and the horizontal one. And many of these indicators were still showing that the bears were possibly in control. So from a trading perspective, from an analytical perspective in this game of probabilities that we call trading, my bias had to be with the bears with all of that control, right? Now we're starting to see a shift here that's saying, hey, Don Carbonaccio, it's very possible that now things could be shifting into the control of the bulls. And let's take a quick look at all of this now. So first up, we're going to look at the 104 HMA on the weekly time frame. This is basically the 2-year moving average on the Hull moving average, the HULL moving average, the HMA, not to be confused with the SMA or the EMA. Now, the reason that I've been looking at this, and the 80 length too, which we'll look at in a moment, but here on the 104, back here in 2014, after we broke it, we back tested it and plunged deeper into a bear market. Fast forward here into 2018, we've dropped below it, back tested it and plunged into a bear market. Back here, same story, plunged below it, back tested, plunged into a bear market. Over here, we saw the same thing in 2021, plunged below it, back tested, and look, upon kissing it, bang, we dropped hard, only to then find support. And now we are testing above it. And if we do close this week's candle above it, this is just something that we really haven't seen much of over Bitcoin's history, right? And even more so here, if we switch it to the 80, you can see here that when we switch it, that this is even more apparent. Same thing, drop below it, kiss it, back test, good night. Over here in 2018, drop below it, back test it, kiss it, good night. Here in 2019, drop below, back test it, kiss it, good night. It's a little bit more precise here on the 80. And right now, folks, you just can't make this stuff up. We have dropped below it after touching it perfectly, just as we did throughout Bitcoin's past. But now we are potentially looking to close a weekly candle body above there. If this week closes anywhere in the vicinity of where it's at now, let's get this crypto. This is just something we really haven't seen throughout the past, right? This is why I always say past performance is not indicative of future results. The way that traders responded in the past is not the way that they have to respond in the future, rather the present. So this is just, I hope you understand that looking at this, what's happening right now is potentially something different than what's happened throughout the past 3 cycles. This is very interesting. Let's move along. The next one here I'd like to look at is the Williams alligator, and just to give you guys a perspective here on the weekly time frame, after we've seen a bearish cross, which is the green line moving below both the red and the blue with the price action trading below, we have seen bear markets commence after that occurrence. I mean, back there in 2014, over here in 2018, over here again in 2019, and we did have that cross of destruction right here, folks, when we saw Bitcoin break down from 65,000. Now, here's the interesting part. We have seen right now a bullish cross. Not to say that there haven't been bullish crosses in the past, right? We have had little fake outs right back there in 2019. I think back here, yes, in 2014, ever so slightly. So we have seen this in the past with 2 fake outs. But the fact of the matter is right now is this looks quite strong here, in my opinion. It has been several weeks now where we have seen the price action trading above them after our cross, and the price action has obviously broken through these 3 key critical lines of potential resistance. This is very interesting. I just wanted to point out that, hey, I mean, the Williams alligator now is pointing bullishly to the upside. Let's get this crypto. Another one here is the true strength indicator, the TSI, here on the weekly time frame. You can see that we had a bearish cross up top, the red line going below the blue. Back here in 2019, that type of signal signaled the top. Back here in 2018, that signal signaled the top. Back here in 2014, that signal signaled the top. And folks, what signals the bottom? Or rather, in the past, what has signaled the bottom? The opposite, the blue line crossing above the red at the bottom of the move. It ended the bear market back there in 2015. Back here after our debacle in 2018, it started this bull run here. And of course, the same type of signal, albeit one fake out here, the second attempt, did start this bull run up towards 65,000. Folks, take a look at what's happened here. We're seeing this blue bullish cross on the TSI weekly time frame right here, right now. This is big stuff, and if you are appreciating me showing you this, seriously, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for that. Just give it a tap, and if you're brand new, welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all right now so you do not miss any more of these important Bitcoin updates. So, I mean, with what we're seeing right now, do you think it's possible that this drop to 30,000 was actually the bottom, and that we are headed much, much higher? Leave me a comment down below. Do you think the true strength indicator is potentially signaling the bottom? Let me know. Let's get this crypto. Another indicator here is the directional movement index, the DMI. Of course, right back up here when we started dumping, we had a bearish cross, something that has historically led to really negative outcomes for the Bitcoin price. Right? Let's just take a quick look at what we've seen when we've had those weekly time frame bearish crosses. I mean, you can see the action that's happened after some of those crosses. I mean, it's just not been pretty, right? But now what we have to observe is the fact that we've just got a bullish cross. Yes, we did have a little fake out here, but it was really just in the midst of this multi-month sideways trading range here, okay? And we started to see twists. It was all really not nice. But now we're starting to see the bearish momentum drop and the bullish rise with this cross here. So let's look at it from the opposite perspective. What have we seen when we've had the bullish cross? Well, right back there in 2019 at the start of the bull market, right here in, that last one was in 2020 before the bull market. This one right here in 2019 before that little bull market. And back here again, look right there, folks, in 2015 before this massive bull market. So, I mean, I'm not ruling it out of the realm of possibility now that this whole correction phase is over and that the bull trap complacency range may no longer be on the table. It's really an interesting time because it's a very interesting range, to say the least, because really, per classical technical analysis theory, until we truly get above this 65K range, this whole thing could wind up being a double toppy type of multi-month distribution range here before we drop lower. But we are starting to see some clues in the chart here across many of the indicators that I respect very much, saying, hey, Don, it's really truly possible here now that this was the bottom, this was the correction, and that we could now start to shift into a much longer bullish uptrend, which you then would look to play with a more bullish bias than a bearish bias. Let's get this crypto. I hope that's easy enough to understand, because I've seen so many Moonboy degenerates, folks. Kirby, this guy, always bearish. Well, when all of those indicators are in the opposite control, when all of those indicators are showing that we have seen bearish crosses in bearish control, which has led to extremely bearish outcomes all throughout Bitcoin's past market cycles, and we still have not risen above these three trend lines, and we have still not broken to a new all-time high, where do you think my bias is going to be? This is a game of probabilities. When we're seeing all of the past price action and past indicator readings showing how that has led to continued bearish outcomes, why would I be placing my bet that this time's different? That doesn't make any sense. I like to go with what the charts are showing me. And if right now the charts are showing that, hey, it may be time to flip off the bearish narrative for a little bit and possibly return to a bullish one, well, then that's what I'm going to do. This isn't a game of bulls and bears, folks. This is a game of probabilities and looking for those high reward, low risk trade setup ideas to potentially crush it and get this crypto. So right now, folks, I've been playing very, very cautiously here, right? I'm just awaiting my moment. I truly believe that we are at the crossroads here inside this market cycle right now. I mean, one could have certainly looked to short in this range here. We have a multi-confluence range of bearish confluence, but look what would have happened. Boom, wrecked. Personally, I mean, I really couldn't go long under here. I couldn't short here either. Sometimes for me, the best trade is no trade. Let me repeat that one more time for the Moon Boys in the back. Sometimes the best trade is no trade. And for me, that's what I elected to do right here until I got further confirmation. And it looks like right now we are potentially getting that further confirmation, especially, folks, especially after seeing the whale liquidity dump commence, which, oh my goodness, I cannot explain to you guys how great it feels to be so correct with that. I mean, you guys know I pointed that out on the last stream specifically. I said, folks, just watch for a whale to take advantage of this breakout. And that's exactly what happened. But we saw the bulls gobble it up. And now we're seeing sustained upside action here. I mean, we're going to have to see how it plays out as the week progresses, but this is very nice action here, folks, and we're going to see how this does happen to settle up here over the next several days. I know I'm going to look to potentially get aggressive here, but we're going to have to see what happens. Of course, if you do want to see all of my real-time trade setup ideas, entry ideas, and potential take profit ideas, everything like that in absolute real time as the Dawn looks to potentially strike gold again, then that is what you get from me exclusively in VIP. So if you're not already in VIP, I would join today. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Do not miss my next important VIP trade setup idea and alert. And if you enjoyed this entire breakdown here, folks, just once more, please just smash that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps. Just give it a tap. Thanks. And if you're brand new, welcome to the channel. Make sure you don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tick the bell and select all right now so you get the notification next time I upload. Welcome to the channel. And just a reminder here for those that are not aware, my Telegram account was compromised several weeks back. I no longer have access to that channel or the old VIP channel. So if you were in my VIP, make sure you contact me here, t.me/CryptoKirbyTrading. That is my new Telegram account. Contact me there. I will verify that you were an old VIP member and I will get you transferred into the new VIP group. Contact me there after this video. Let's get this crypto. And for everybody else, all potential new VIPs, I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, the Dawn has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs. Oh, and before I forget, don't fall for any of the fake Kirby accounts posting down in the comment section. They create fake accounts with a nearly identical username and logo to mine, then they reply to your comments with phone numbers and email addresses trying to get you to contact them. You can see several examples on your screen right now. Do not contact these people. So here's how you can verify that it's my actual real account. It's very simple. When you're watching a video on my channel, my real account will always have a gray nameplate behind my name. I also have a verified checkmark from YouTube. And just to make it even more obvious that it's me, I always leave a creator heart on my comments. Only the channel owner can leave a creator heart, so if you see the heart plus the gray background and the verified checkmark, you know that it's me. If you don't see those things, then it's obviously a fake account. It's as simple as that. They're also creating fake accounts over on Telegram now, so if you are ready to become a VIP, do not go on Telegram and search Crypto Kirby or Crypto Kirby VIP. You're going to find all fake results. My group is private. When you search that in the search bar, you're getting public results. They're all fake. They're all imposters. So if you're ready to join VIP, the only way to do so is to click the link either in the pinned comment or in the description of my video. If you search for Crypto Kirby or Crypto Kirby VIP anywhere else, you're going to be getting in contact with a fake. Only use the links in either the pinned comment or the description of my official video. Stay safe and stay smart, my friends. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments, nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in the securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.